Global.
Good. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Man, for people who don't know what's going on, man, let people know who you is.
I'm Mike Rich, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Mike Rich official, man. Follow me on Instagram. That's my path to success. I'm Big old P, you know. Drop some ism on the bitch. Put her on the track till I bring the fitty back, you know.
Yeah. Now, shit, bro, like, you from one of the most, people like to say the most dangerous cities, the most grimiest cities, but also one of the most, you know what I'm saying, probably the best city for underground raw talent.
Man, like, it's treacherous, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a lot of what they like to call stepping going on.
Yeah.
It's really bullshit though. I look at it like this: to me, it's niggas who ain't getting no money. For one, you know, they jacking. That's everywhere, but like it's different at home, like because so many turf wars going on or whatever like that. It really is good and bad because if you're an artist and you got some beef going on, 9 times out of 10 you can get popular from it. I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
I stay out the way. I like to get money.
Yeah.
That's the difference between me and a lot of other. I know rappers who broke as fuck, but they got a nice little fan base.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like that's just only Baton Rouge though, where it's rappers it's a lot of rappers that get on Instagram and make it look good, you know what I'm saying?
Man, to me, it's just a lot more in Baton Rouge. But it's a lot of talent in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, niggas feel like if they're gangster, they ride around or they post pictures with guns and shit.
Yeah.
But to me, it's the niggas that ain't showing that they got guns that you need to be worried about.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Now, shit, growing up in Baton Rouge, like, what was it like?
Honestly, I moved to Baton Rouge when I was like 14. I grew up in the country. I got in some trouble. I moved to Baton Rouge. It was cool, you know what I'm saying?
What part did you move to?
I grew up in Ghost Town.
Ghost Town.
It would be considered part of the North. I grew up in a real Ghost Town though, the real like North.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's a hood where it really used to go down, 70805, the worst area code in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
You know.
Did they really call that the red zone?
Man, it's always been a red zone.
For sure.
You feel me?
Sure.
But it was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think after I graduated, I started going to college and shit. And then along the way in college, I started like dealing with the music. What's crazy is me and one of Boosie's artists, B. Will, we went to college together.
What school?
Southern.
Okay.
So we used to be freestyling and shit, just rapping and shit. You know, it was cool. And then we went our separate ways at a point. I think he went to jail, some shit like that. And I started rapping with Nussie.
Okay.
Or whatever like that. And it was kind of crazy because I had went to jail for an attempted murder charge. And I had gave him a CD or something. And my mama was like, man, who is Nussie? He called on the phone asking about, can he help get you out of jail? I said, man, I don't fuck with dude like that. I don't know dude like that.
Yeah.
You know, because I knew he was a street nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He a real street nigga, not a, you know, he rapped too, but he wasn't a rapper trying to convince you he was street. He was a street nigga trying to convince you he can rap.
So,
You know, so I was like, I ain't fucking with that. So I ended up staying in jail like a couple days later, maybe a week or something. And when I came home, I still had like 3 or 4 missed calls from him after that.
yeah.
I was like, man, this man calling me like you trying to fuck with me on some shit. So, cause I was all over the news and all kind of shit. So, when I got out, I called him. I was like, what up? He was like, shit, what's that with you? Who you tried to kill? Like, straight up, like, who you tried to kill? I said, man, I don't know what you talking about. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he was like, man, I'm on 31st Street, pull up. And this was like 2008.
Okay.
And then we started really just getting it popping, you know?
Yeah. So did you ever like sign a deal with him, or was it just like a
No, it was just like some verbal shit. But prior to him getting killed, like 4 days later, he was going to sign a deal, actually to a record that he had with me and one of the other artists or whatever.
Did y'all ever release the record?
The record was out.
Okay, what's
It was called Do What It Do.
Okay.
It really, like, the deal was based on his grind and the numbers he had did already, but they wanted to fuck with that song.
Yeah.
But he wanted to get a label deal. You know, his thing was, I need a label deal. I got artists that I'm trying to put on. I can't put on with what y'all trying to do with me as a solo artist. On top of him having a beef with Boosie and Trill Entertainment and shit like that. You know, he had a song called The Dumb Way or whatever like that. And he ate on that bitch. You know, I see your bad ass with your fat knots. You better stop before I take what you fucking got. Came out the door with that.
Yeah.
You know, but his story was, they opened the door and they closed it behind him. Y'all ain't trying to help no other artists. You know, it's like
you talking about Trill, fam?
Trill, yeah.
Okay.
Because we have so much talent. At the time, we had artists like Level. I'm pretty sure you done heard of Level before.
Yeah.
He hot. Young Reddy, rest in peace. He was hot. You know, a team of artists. The Short Bus Boys, they from the South. Slaughterhouse, they got a record called You Ain't Fucking With That House. Bitch, Slaughterhouse. You play it in the club now. This song gotta be at least 10 plus years old. The club gonna go crazy like that bitch just came out.
Yeah.
So he felt like, why y'all not signing these artists? Y'all got a label deal with Atlanta. At the time it was Asylum. But the streets built it to be a beef between him and Boosie. But it really was like, I'm trying to put myself in position to be able to help my city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying? During that time, you know what I'm saying? What was it like in Baton Rouge? Like, was people choosing sides? Like, was people like?
Man, to be honest, dude had the streets in a chokehold.
You talking about Boosie?
No, Nussie did.
Okay.
People gonna fuck with Boosie regardless because he been rapping. He was rapping longer. He had a name already. And he got good music, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was fucking with Boosie, of course. But when Nussie started making his way up the ladder, people were like, man, that nigga go hard. He don't have no filter. And he gonna talk about everything the streets talk about. You know, people used to be like, man, that's how he messing. Nah, he just saying the shit y'all scared to say.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Nigga come to him and be like, man, bitch ass nigga jack me, such and such. He go and put it in a song. You know, Larry Lunch jacked my boy Peanut. I went and hit the lick back or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like he on that type of time.
Yeah.
You know? And people started fucking with him.
Yeah. Now I heard like he used to do shit like give back to the hood, you know what I'm saying? Do like barbecues and feed like the whole hood.
He bought a building and renovated it and would just cook shit and the whole hood could pull up. He bought lobsters. Nigga bought like bad.
Yeah.
I think he spent probably about $3,000 or something on lobsters. Like he went from the bottom of New Orleans, I forget the name of it, to Lake Charles and somewhere else, just buying up all the lobsters.
Damn.
Yeah.
For sure. Now shit, like I say, like I don't know, like you hear a lot of people say Nussie is like one of the greatest Baton Rouge rappers, but you don't really see it like on camera and stuff like that. But like I said, I just left Baton Rouge, and I did like a little vlog, and then I interviewed a couple rappers, and then like after every interview, like my cousin was with me, he was like, damn, y'all not gonna sing Nussie. Like Nussie really started a lot of this shit. Like, was he from 70805?
Nah, he actually was from the South, bro.
Okay.
He was actually from like the top, they call it, 14th Street.
Okay.
Later on in life, he moved to Easy Town. He really had to put in some work to become that nigga of Easy Town. But he was that type of nigga. If I want to come take over your hood, I'm finna go see the big dog of your hood, and we either gonna come to an agreement that this my hood, or we gonna take measures to show you that this my hood. And that was the type of nigga he was on, the type of time he was on.
Yeah.
So he went and did what he had to do and became a nigga of Easy Town.
For sure.
You know?
Now, like
he did movies and everything. Like, he did like 3 or 4 movies.
Damn, for real.
Before a record deal, he was doing movies.
So, I heard like how true is this? Was like the Thuggin' and Loving It? Was that behind him? Like, was that his idea?
No, it wasn't his idea. It was just his scene was funny, real. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people on there shooting guns, talking shit. But when you know a nigga for being really like that, then it's more interesting.
Pretty much, people like controversy, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of nigga I speak my mind. I don't give a fuck. Some niggas take it personal when I say shit about them. I don't give a fuck. I talk about everybody, you know? Everybody. If I feel like you real, you doing some pussy shit, I'ma speak my mind on. You speak yours back if you want, it's cool. You know. I know when motherfuckers see me places, niggas salute me. Niggas speak, you know. I don't give a fuck because you gonna respect me. When you see me, you gonna respect me. You can go in the studio or go by them hoes or whatever and say what the fuck you want about me, anybody. But when you see Nussie or any one of these niggas here, you gonna salute.